I'm your host, welcome to 3. You're joining me for BloodBound 3, Chapter 14, The Revelation. You and your friends huddle together in the jungle camp on the mysterious isle as the truly hideous creature descends on you from above. Oh my god. What is that? The creature lands in the middle of your camp, snarling and thrashing with its many limbs, a thick black ichor bubbling up from its lips. Don't let it bite you no matter what. Duh. Kinda goes without saying, right? You all back away as the creature's eyes dart hungrily among you, its limbs thrashing in the dark. Easy, easy. And its head swivels your way, and it lunges. Flash it, blast it with my power. Raise a hand channeling your psychic energy, focusing in... No. Torrent of force blasts out of your open palm, catching the spider feral in midair. It hurtles back, slamming into a tree, and hits the ground. But before it can lunge again, Adrian moves, snaps a thick branch off the tree. Die! And hurls it like a spear. It plunges clean into the spider feral's chest, skewering it through. Creature falls back and lets out a piercing shriek. And crumbles in the dust. And the clearing is silent once more until... What the hell was that? I don't know, some kind of feral, but I've never seen one like that before. Adrian kneels down, fingers coated in the creature's ash. Demetrius' energy is like radiating, seeping through this entire island. The ferals he creates are monstrous, mutated. Because, you know, when I saw regular ferals, my first thought was, boy, these just aren't monstrous enough. The jungle around you stirs, the trees creaking, a whispering running through the air. More of them are incoming. A shrieking noise, with a rowling cry. You press up against Adrian as he wraps a protective arm around you. What do we need, or do? Dax draws his sword. Prepare for a fight. Gaius jerks his hands, still bound by the evolved wire. Someone mind untying me now? Camilla draws a dagger and walks towards him, but instead of untying him, she grabs the wire long enough and uses her dagger to drive it into a tree, tethering Gaius to it. What are you doing? We can't fight the creatures and watch you, so you're going to sit tight. Are you out of your mind? You need me. With her remaining dagger, Camilla turns to face the stirring forest. No, I don't. Camilla, listen to me. This isn't a game. You're in grave danger. But before Gaius can finish, the trees above you stirs. Half a dozen spider ferals descend. Oh no. Nope. Everyone split up and take on as many as you can. Amy, behind you. You turn and face down the spider feral descending towards you on a long silken thread, its legs tucked up and ready to spring. Slice in half, kick it, stab it with a branch. I'm gonna slice it in half. Raise your sword and stare down the approaching spider feral. Bring it. Spider feral swings, and using the techniques Jack taught you, you slide low under it, blade streaking like silver. You cut it in half and watch as it drops to the ground, its legs writhing in the air before dissolving. God. Catching your breath, you look over to find Jax lost in the battle. I am not dying today. He raises a whirlwind as he wields both his sword and Takeshi's, a dazzling cyclone of steel slashing down one after another. Not today. The others are holding their own. Lily stands in the middle of the campsite, shooting down the creatures with a crossbow. This sucks, this super sucks. Mila kicks her foot through the head of a spider feral and stabs another through the eye at the same time. Get away from us! Adrian grabs one of the head and twists, jerking its head around 360 degrees. They won't stop coming. More and more keep descending from the trees, completely overwhelming Adrian and making him disappear into a mound of writhing legs and bodies. Ugh! Adrian. You and Camila rush forward and knock the spider ferals off as best as you can, trying to evade their fangs, their claws, their kicking legs. Adrian punches his fist through the gooey insides of a spider feral and emerges gory and panting. Damn it. Just how many of these things can there be? But you don't have time to answer. A new wave of spider ferals comes right for you, gnashing their teeth and hissing. It's a psychic blast. You messed with the wrong psychic vampire. Recalling counter training, you focus on the energy inside you building up at the back of your skull and traveling downward. As the spider ferals click their dripping fangs and reach for you with their hairy limbs, you feel the energy warming your hands. Hyah! You release it all at once at the wall of spider ferals to go flying, rattling the forest of trees behind them. Hell yeah. Spider ferals are beginning to thin, but ones that are left are the strongest, the angriest, the hungriest. We can't ever go somewhere nice. Why do we always end up at places where terrifying monsters wait to eat us? If we get out of this alive, let's go on a cruise or something. Hawaii? Let's do Hawaii. Both of you focus. You steer yourself as a couple of spider ferals scuttle out of the trees on either side of you. Jump onto a branch. I'm gonna jump onto a branch. Spider feral charges at you from either side, pincers ready to pierce through your flesh. Whoops. You leap up onto the branch above you, holding on it tight while the spider ferals continue to charge. The creatures run into one another, one driving a claw clean through the other's skull. Close. Too close. Just then the branch below your feet snaps and you fall back to the ground. Oof. There's only one more wave of spider ferals left, but you're all exhausted, wounded, and the island's curse weakening you. Damn it, no. You all make one last valiant stand as the monsters descend, the fangs clicking together in glee. The spider feral leaps on you, pinning you into the ground with its weight, its jaw snapping in your face. The others fight to get to you, but they're almost overwhelmed, bloodied, and barely standing. Amy. Jack leaps for you, but as he does, one of the larger spider ferals slams into him, knocking a sword from his hand. No. It spirals from the air. It smashes into Camila's dagger, knocking it out of the tree and freeing Gaius. Gaius stands there for a moment, watching the spider ferals overtake you. And suddenly he launches himself at the horde. My turn. He grabs Jack's sword, hand still bound, leaps into the motion. The spider feral vaults off of you, plunging at Gaius, and he swings wide. As it splits into two at the waist, both halves flying apart. The rest of the horde pivots, descending on him, as he smiles a cruel smile. Then he leaps forward to meet them, whirring a hurricane of metal, cutting, rending, obliterating everything in his path. My god. He decapitates one feral, crushes another skull, drives a sword through one's mouth, then jerks up, cleaving its head in half. Now this is what I live for. Your eyes meet across the clearing, ablaze with fury, with hate, and with so much pain. And as he sees you, he snarls. He winds up and hurls the sword. No! You throw up your hands, but it's too late. The sword streaks like an arrow, right over your shoulder and into the chest of a spider feral, right behind you. Its jaw inches from the back of your neck. Oh. The feral dissolves into ash, billowing over you like falling snow, and the clearing is still. All of you stand there, panting, gasping, staring at Gaius, who stands untouched in the middle of the clearing. He lets out a sharp exhale. I can chain myself back up if you'd like, but really it feels like a formality at this point. You saved my life. He glances away, a familiar scowl on his face. I need you alive to fight Rhea. I can't exactly kill her if we all die here. Adrian rises up, straightening his tie, and turns to face Gaius. Either way. Thank you. Gaius hums low and through, but otherwise doesn't respond. He just turns away, unable to meet Adrian's gaze. That settled, the rest of you rise up, catching your breath, taking in the damage. That was, and I cannot stress this enough, the absolute worst thing that's ever happened to me. We'll have to drink the rest of the blood packets to make sure we heal. Is that wise, considering it'll only get harder from here? We have no choice. Grimly, you all drink of the rest of the blood packets, resting in silence as your wounds knit and heal. We have to keep going, don't we? Into the jungle? Close your eyes and you can feel something. Something is calling to you faintly, like a whisper in the back of your mind. We do. I can feel it. Let's get going then. You all abandon the campsite and head back for the trail towards the heart of the island. Gaius moves last, stopping only to offer Camilla back her dagger. She takes it and says nothing. The six of you walk in silence along the trail, deeper into the island. The trees around shake in a gentle breeze, vines curling like snakes. Something in the air, too. A curdled tang, an electric tingling that sets your hair on end. There's a lot of rot at the heart of this island, and you're getting closer and closer to its core. So, spider ferals, and I'm guessing those were bird ferals that took down the plane? Likely, yes. Man, this is some straight-up annihilation bullshit. The sooner we get off this island, the better. Camilla reaches out, squeezing her arm. We're close. We'll make it. But even as she says it, you can see her straining. See the beads of sweat streaking down her elbow. Demetrius, where are you? And a voice at the back of your mind whispers, just a little further. Gaius glances at you, elbow cocked. Eyebrow cocked. Something wrong? No, it was... Never mind. A long silence lingers between the two of you, dense and impenetrable. Gaius, thanks for what you did back there. When you saved me. Thanks. Gaius doesn't look at you. He just walks on, eyes straight ahead, expression unreadable. After everything I've done to you, it was the least I could do. He seems about to say more, but up ahead, Lily slumps against a tree, coughing. Oh god, I just realized how much I've enjoyed not coughing. It's Demetrius' effect. The closer we get to him, the more the symptoms will increase. We're all dying. Slowly. Jack swallows, looking pale. His hands tremble as he parts some vines to walk through. How much longer do you suppose we have to go? I've no idea, but I hope it's not much further. For all of our sakes. Jax clenches a hand into a fist, and as he does, for 1 second, his veins throb black. That's not good. Listen, if I start to go feral, you need to promise me you'll kill me. I don't want to live like one of those things. Lily coughs again, and her hand comes back bloody. God, me too. No one is turning feral. I won't let it happen. He marches forward, strong and steady, and then slumps against a tree, breathing hard. Camilla, I'm fine. Just let's keep going. Guys, maybe we should... But your words trail off as you see something fluttering on a nearby branch. Oh. It's time for one of the tapestry fragments. That's a good point, right? Reach toward the tapestry fragment on instinct. You can sense a deep pain inside him. Flashes of grieving xenocrats and furious guys. How could you do this? Guys, please, You killed her, you traitorous bastard. Take it. Swallowing, you reach up and touch the fragment. The jungle around you disappears. And you're back in the throne room in Medea. The Xenocrat rushes through the door, opening a trunk filled with ledgers and parchments. He furiously begins to pack them. Come on. Xenocrats! Gaius rushes in after him, blade drawn, fury and grief twist his face. How could you do this? Gaius, please, You killed her, you traitorous bastard! Gaius launches himself at Xenocrat, who dodges out of the way. Gaius smashes into the floor, cracking it. Gaius, please listen to me. I had a reason for what I did. Silence. I do not want to hear it. Rhea, Gaius' arm shakes and he grips his sword tighter. Gaius, take a moment to think about these past several years. Surely you knew something was amiss. Ever since Demetrius and Lola, Rhea hasn't been the same. She has changed for the worse. She has grown mad for power, for blood. She is even worse than my father ever was. Gaius breathes heavily, eyes wet with unshed tears. You killed her. Just look at yourself. Look what you have become. My God. Think of what you did to the village. Those poor people, those children. I serve my goddess. You have changed too, Gaius. You've let her consume you, take over your mind. Losing Lola cost her the last of her humanity. Humanity is weak. What Rhea was, what we are, is so much greater. You know deep down inside that I speak the truth. Rhea did not care about us. She did not care about our kind or you or me. All she wanted was to avenge Lola. All she wanted was to set the world ablaze. But we have a chance now to make things better. We can undo the destruction she has caused. We can work together as brothers to atone for what she has us do to set things right. Gaius stays silent and still for a moment, staring Xenocrats down. Then Gaius launches himself at Xenocrats again. Xenocrats unsheathes his own blade, just in time, deflecting Gaius' attack. I see that getting through to you is impossible, even with her gone, so be it. Xenocrats twists his body and kicks Gaius in the torso, launching him through the air and crashing into the throne. Gaius crawls from the rubble, the side of his head bleeding. You will pay. Gaius flies at Xenocrats and launches a series of furious blows, one right after the other. Xenocrats just barely manages to block. Gaius manages to slash open Xenocrats' arm and thigh before Xenocrats jumps into the air and spins around in an attempt to decapitate Gaius. No. Gaius dodges and punches Xenocrats in the chest, making him fly through a few pillars as the throne room shakes. The two of them battle across the room, slashing and weaving, trading blows and injuries, while the ceiling of the throne room groans ominously. You know that I tried to make you see reason, that you had a chance to walk away from this. I would never walk away from her. But the roof caves in on Gaius, then Xenocrats jumping out of the way as a large stone slab traps Gaius against the floor. Xenocrat stands over him, shaking his head in disappointment. Gaius tries to pry the stone off of him, writhing furiously. I'm sorry, my brother. Sorry it had to end this way. Gaius snarls, spitting blood, his eyes hot with tears. Kill me then. Kill me and get it over with. No. You deserve the chance to see sense. I will make you pay for this, Xenocrats. No matter where you go, where you hide, I will find you and make you suffer. I will kill everything you love. I will burn the world just to burn you with it. Xenocrats hesitates, half lifting a sword, and then he sheathes it. You can't do it. No, not even then. Goodbye, Gaius. If we meet again, I hope it's on better terms. Tears in his eyes, Xenocrats turns and leaves the throne room, leaving Gaius to scream in fury behind him. Come back to yourself with a little shudder. God. Found a fragment of the mistress' portrait. Hey, the portrait is finally done, guys. I have no clue. Looks like one is a needle. It kind of looks like a gun, and then also a sword. Up ahead, Gaius pushes forward through the brush, revealing a clearing. A single tree stands in the middle, sinister, dark as night. The terrible energy you've been feeling that wrought that darkness, you found its source. I'm guessing he turned into a tree like Rhea turned into the white one. It's just like the tree from the tomb. Yeah, on opposite day, what is it? And somehow you just know. It's Demetrius. What? How? I don't know, but it is. We all try to come near, but every step is more painful than the last. Oh god, I don't know if I can go on. Jack sways and collapses to one knee. Adrian falls next to him. Even Gaius and Camille are affected by the tree's presence, breathing harder as their eyes begin to leak tears of blood. I can feel it in my blood turning me. I didn't come this far just to come this far. She moves slowly, carefully, her body shaking, her teeth grinding, and then you hear it in your mind clearer than ever. Child, come. You stare at the tree, feel its pulsing dark energy stretch towards you. Walk towards the tree. Swallowing your unease, you do as the voice says and come forward. Amy, no. You'll die. Closer. Come. Then we can talk. Amy, I can't explain it, but I can do this. Slumped over, Lily reaches out to you, hand trembling. Amy, don't do it. I've got this. Really. Manage to walk past Camila, Gaius, step by painful step, until you're standing in front of the tree. I made it? Touch the bark, then we may speak. Man, we really have no choice besides touch the bark. You reach out, your fingertips barely skimming the bark. You come back to yourself within the void of a mind, surrounded by gray, insubstantial memories. What is this place? It is what is left of me. You turn and see a man standing before you, expressionless. Oh, you're Demetrius, aren't you? When he speaks, his voice is flat, utterly devoid of emotion, ancient beyond imagining. I was. And now you're a tree? All things change, given time. Nope, but sure. Clear your throat, trying to accept the utter strangeness of what's happening. Do you know who I am? Why I'm here? I know all things. My roots reach deep into the world. I have seen your journey here, I have seen your path ahead. You have come from my blood, to put an end to Rhea once and for all, to undo the original sin that birthed so much pain and darkness. I have been waiting for you. For centuries. Granddaughter. The word pierces through you, making you take a step back. What did you say? I knew that only one with our shared blood could withstand my powers and make it this far. You are of my blood, Amy. Mine and Rhea's. What are you talking about? How could that even be possible? A truth I discovered long ago. I had ceased to be a man. From here I see all. Present, future, and the truth of the past. Rhea told our daughter Lola had been burned by our enemies, but it is not so. They took Lola, raised her, hoping to learn more of Rhea's power that way, but Lola was normal, a human, or so they thought. Although Lola had not been turned by Rhea, they still shared blood, and therefore power. Lola had been able to see her mother's memories. She was the first Bloodkeeper. Far from Rhea's power, Lola grew up, married, had a daughter. And so it began, a second bloodline running in parallel to the vampires passed down through generations, the keeper of our memories. Ending with you, Amy, the first Bloodkeeper in history to be turned. The infusion of two lines. Rhea's vampire blood in her human descendant. The sap of the tree and blessed chalice at last. So, I'm a chalice? Like, I'm not sure how I feel about that. My metaphor is imperfect. Language cannot capture the true abstract, especially given the divide between us. Wait, your metaphor? The prophecies, dreams, visions, is that all because of you? An unintended consequence. As I have gazed out upon the world, at times it seems the world gazed in at me. Those most sensitive to psychic plane may have caught glimpses of my thoughts, glimpses that manifested as prophecy. So what exactly are you? I was once a living man. Then I was a dead one. Now I am something else. Not alive or dead, not in real world or the next. I sit at the nexus of life and death, of past and future. I simply am. That's not really helpful, you know. But it is the truth. So how do I know you're not lying? Not only have I no reason to lie, I do not even think myself capable of it. And I'm just supposed to take your word on it? The truth is the truth, whether you believe it or not. Stare at the man, the one who called you granddaughter, and feel helplessness creep through you. I don't know what to do with this information. You will do what you came to. My blood is yours to claim as you wish. And you're okay with it? With me killing Rhea? I merely observe what is and will be. You will take the blood and you will confront the first. Sorry, I'm trying to wrap my mind around all this. You can see the future? In a sense. As one on a shore can see ripples in the tide that are echoes of a ship far out of sea, so I can see the ripples of what will be. So can you tell me, do all my friends live? I cannot see that far out with any clarity. There's a cloud of darkness marring my sight, a storm of uncertainty darker than I've encountered. Closes his eyes, the void throbs around you. I see you standing before Rhea on a great stage. I see you howl with pain, with fury, with unimaginable loss. And then... And then you make a choice that will change the world forever. You bury your face in your hands. This is all just so much. We cannot change the choices we are faced with. We can only control what we make of them. The void around you pulses, darkening at the edges. You cannot stay here much longer, granddaughter. You must return to your friends. I will do what I can to contain my influence, but I can only hold it for so long. Can you tell me anything? Anything that would be helpful? He stares at you, his face a blank slate, but his eyes flicker with something like sorrow for one moment. Hold your friends close. Savor every moment with them. Cherish the time you have left. The time we have left? What does that mean? But the void is already fading around you, and you can feel yourself being jerked away. Demetrius, wait! You lunge towards him, grab his hand, and he stares down at the contact, stunned. When he speaks at last, his voice is different. Softer, charged with emotion. And in that moment, he seems human. I am honored to have met you, granddaughter. There is no more worthy to carry on the line, to usher in the new era. When you see Rhea, tell her I always loved her. And with that, you feel yourself pulled back into your aching body, gasping for breath. The tree of death looms before you, menacing and promising. Amy, here! You turn and catch the dagger that Camilla tosses to you. Alright, you said this was okay. Gritting your teeth, you stab it into the bar. Black sap drips out and it coats the dagger in a resinous substance until the blade begins to glow back. There, you have it. A weapon that will kill Rhea. You turn back to the others who are all slowly pulling themselves back up, already looking better. You got it. You got the blood. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Jax clenches his hand into a fist, and this time his veins are clear. As a mere did this place just become a little more bearable. You rest a hand on the tree's surface. I think Demetrius might have done something. Contained his influence. Demetrius is the tree? It's a long story. Come on, let's head back to the beach. With one last glance back at the tree, you and the others set off into the jungle. Once you're back on the beach, you all gather around, stare at the blood-soaked blade. So it's real. A blade that can turn anyone it stabs feral. Being completely honest, I didn't really think this would work. Always nice to be surprised. You didn't think it would work, and you still sent us here to Death Island? Jax, don't engage him, and Amy, be careful with that dagger. The last thing we want is you to accidentally cut yourself. I hate this plan. Have I mentioned that yet? Only 100 times. First things first, we need to focus on how to get off this island. I've been thinking about that. Scans the shoreline debris, pointing to a small yacht that looks relatively modern. I think that ship should still run. If we can salvage the right parts from one of the wrecks, I can get it working again. You can fix a ship route motor? I taught him how. Right then. Here's what you're looking for. Adrian holds out several pieces of paper on which he's drawn schematics. Jax, how about you and I go west, Camilla and Lily go east? Sounds good. I suppose I'll look along the beach here. What about you, Amy? Would you like to join us? We're leaving Gaius unguarded. This is a great chance for one last adventure with your friends and one last intimate moment. One last intimate moment. That's depressing. Oh, we got Adrian and Jackson, Camilla and Lily. Hey, girls have fun, right? Go with Adrian and Jackson. Perfect. Let's be off. You, Jackson, and Adrian head back into the jungle on the lookout for the wreckage. There better not be any more spider ferals, I swear to God. Why did you have to remind me? I'm pretty sure we killed most of them, and the ones remaining know better. Oh, I see. Not enough that you can rebuild yacht motors, you're also a spider feral expert now. Is there anything the great Adrian Reigns can't do? Give yourself another 2 centuries, Matsuo. I'm sure you'll catch up. You feel yourself relaxing in the company, putting the revelation Demetrius gave you away to think about later. I think the spider ferals will leave us alone. Whatever Demetrius did to make the island safe, I think it'll keep them away too. So, is this just a regular island now? Yeah, and kind of a beautiful one, isn't it? Actually, yeah, it's pretty nice. Always wanted to visit a place like this. Believe me, there's no place like this. The 3 of you look through some pieces of metal that seem to have fallen from a plane. I bet the main body's around here somewhere. As you round the bend, you gasp in delight. Yay! Oh, it's beautiful. The 3 of you stare in awe at the waterfall, surprised by its appearance. Now that's something. Look, we found the rest of the plane. Does this have parts you need? Only one way to find out. You Jax wait while Adrian goes digging through the plane, staring at the waterfall. Really peaceful, huh? The kind of place you could just rest forever. It is. I could fall asleep to the sound of a waterfall. I have many times. Got it. Thank God for YouTube. Adrian hurries back, a smudge of oil on his face as he lifts up a piece of metal. Found the part we need. Let's head back. So soon? We could at least enjoy the waterfall a bit, don't you think? Yeah, come on, Adrian. We just escaped death. I know we do it all the time, but this is the first time we've escaped death on the island with a waterfall, right? Adrian looks between you and the waterfall and then smiles. Alright, but we can't stay too long. And before you know it, Adrian's pulling his shirt off over his head. And just like that. What are you doing? You said enjoy the waterfall. I mean, sit here and think. Wow, Jax, I never knew you could be such a square. Hey, I take offense to that. It's a beautiful waterfall. Oh, okay, I see how this is. Laughing, Jax tosses off his own clothes as well. Strip. You begin to shed your clothes as well. When you look back, you catch Adrian gazing at you. Jax turns his head towards the sky as though he's just looked away. Ahem, can I help you? What? No, I wasn't. Just get in the water, Amy. You slip into the water and quickly acclimate to the temperature, relishing the silky smoothness of your skin. This feels so nice. Adrian runs his hand through his hair, water dripping down his face and neck. Jax shakes his head like a dog, his hair sticking up chaotically. Hey, watch it. You're already in the water, and you don't want to be hit with more water? What happens when I do this? He splashes you, making a wave of water crash over you. Hey! Adrian laughs and attacks from the other side. Incoming! You duck under the water and re-emerge, sputtering. The other two laugh. Oh, it's on. You line up your shot and quickly splash a wall of water at Adrian. Ah! Taken by surprise, he gets hit in the face, sputtering. You and Jax laugh. There, now we're even. Oh, I'm not so sure about that. The three of you face off as the splashing war commences, dodging, swimming away, getting hit with bursts of water. You yank Adrian down by the ankles and leap on Jax's back. Hey, you're using dirty tactics. Because I'll do whatever it takes to win. Eventually, you all slow down to catch your breath. You swim towards the waterfall, peeking behind the curtain to see a small cove blocked from view by the water. Wow, it's so cozy back here. Glance at the other two. Adrian is contemplating the waterfall while Jax floats on his back. Maybe we can linger a little longer. I did just face death. I deserve a little treat. Oh. Oh. Hook up with Jax. Hook up with Adrian. Hook up with both. Well, I know how you ladies are. Let's be honest. Adrian, Jax, come here. I want to show you something. You smirk as the two of them approach, and you lead them through the waterfall to the hidden cavern behind it. Backside of the water. Very cool, I guess, but what? You silence him with a kiss, and he melts against you. As he's panting from the heat of the kiss, you turn to Adrian's lips as he caresses your side. I see. Adrian begins to nip at your neck, which makes you squirm and moan. Jax, seeing a challenge, does so on the other side. They kiss you again, and you run your fingers through their hair. What do you want, Amy? You look between them, out of breath. Hold on to Adrian. Move to grip on Adrian's shoulders, wrapping your legs around his waist. Jax presses up behind you, kissing the back of your neck. Amy. He thrusts into you as you cry out, Jax's hands stroking and teasing you while his fangs scrape lightly against the soft skin of your shoulder. Jax sinks his fangs into you, making the pleasure spike through your body as you rock between them, matching Adrian's rhythm. Your cries are drowned out by the roar of the waterfall as you reach your peak. The other two kiss you as they also fall victim to it. Vision goes momentarily black before you recover, catching your breath. This is officially the best waterfall in the entire world. You kiss them each one more time as they laugh, then follow them back through the waterfall. Now that we're all relaxed and we have the part, we should be heading back. That was so lackluster, I'm just saying. You dry off and head back towards the jungle trail, reluctantly leaving the waterfall behind. Oh. Oh. Oh, I mean... It is a diamond choice. God damn it, Pixelberry. Shut up, I'm flushed. I'm gonna go catch up with Camila and Lily, see if they need any help. Later, boys. You wave goodbye to Jax and Adrian and head to the beach. You venture into the jungle, going the other direction, finding Camila and Lily just a short way through the trees. Mind if I join? Our pleasure. It will be. I mean, what? The three of you head off along the beach on the lookout for more shipwrecks. Man, this place would actually be really nice if it weren't for all the shipwrecks and skeletons. She daintily sidesteps one such skeleton wearing a naval uniform. Eyes on the horizon and pretend you're in Hawaii. God, if only a Mai Tai in one hand and a smutty novel in the other. I've never been... Hang on, you've never been to Hawaii? Why do you sound so surprised? 'Cause you're a vampire? I don't know, you just seem like you've been everywhere. I'm not sure whether to take that as a compliment or criticism. Compliment, compliment. I think what Lily means is that you seem well-traveled. She turns back to Lily, an unusual playful glint in her eye. Lily Spencer, if we make it out of this, I'd like you to take me to Hawaii. Oh my god, yes, absolutely. Hey, how about the ship over there? I think I see a hull. As you round the bend, you see a whole graveyard of ships in the water. Bingo. One of the parts we need is bound to be in there. Without further comment, Camilla begins to strip off her clothes. I'm not swimming in my clothes. They add extra weight. Lily leans over, whispering, "Gosh, she is so hot." What was that? I mean, a water scavenger hunt. I'm game. As Lily strips down to her underwear, you laugh and do the same. Alright, let's go. The three of you begin to swim out towards the shipwrecked graveyard, going easily against the tide. You and Lily swim beside you. Or Lily and Camilla swim beside you, focusing on their goal of reaching the first ship. I should sneak attack Camilla. Beginning to yourself, you begin to hum the Jaws theme and then pounce on Camilla. Amy! Da-da, da-da, da-da. You both splash through the water as your legs briefly tangle below. Got you. Admit, you were startled. Confused, not startled. Something tells me she's not seen Jaws. You totally were. Camilla rolls her eyes and continues swimming. As you begin to dive down to search the ships, you see the shadows of Camilla and Lily doing the same. Not here. Let's check the next one. The moonlight shimmers on the water as you swim and dive again. Well below the ocean surface, quiet and dark. You're on the third ship when you surface and find Camilla smiling. Found it. She lifts a small piece of machinery. Let's head back and give this to Adrian. And Lily pops out of the water beside you. Hold on, y'all need to see this. Follow me. Exchanging a curious look with Camilla, you dive again and follow Lily through the water. A underwater cavern with treasure and crystals. When you see the cave that Lily found, you breathe out in wonder. Oh wow, this is beautiful. Right? We should at least spend a few minutes here to really appreciate it. I guess there's no harm in that. The light of glittering stone shines on Lily and Camilla's faces. Beautiful, ethereal, the body sparkle, and steel glistening, wet from the swim. Your stomach flutters at the sight of them and you bite your lips. It would be nice to spend more time with them here. Oh, look at that. Grinning, you grab the two of them by the hand and lead them deeper into the cave, into a wide, glowing alcove. What do you say we make the most of this time alone? Oh my god, yes, it's finally happening. Lily wraps an arm around your waist and kisses you until you're out of breath. When you pull away, Camilla grips your chin and turns your head. I have to warn you, I'm not good at sharing. Camilla kisses you deeply, making you arch and moan against her mouth while Lily nips at your neck from the other side. How do you want this, Amy? You look between them, out of breath. You turn your face to Camilla while Lily holds on to you on your other side. Good girl. Camilla's touch sends spirals of pleasure through you, and Lily's lips on your skin makes you shiver. Their bodies warm against you despite the cool water. Your legs intertwine with Camilla's under the surface of the water, kissing her deeply, while Lily peppers kisses along your neck, shoulders, and back. Oh, that's... As you hold on to Camilla, her fingers begin to move against you, inside you. You gasp as heat begins to unfurl through you, and Lily punctures your neck with her fangs and the heat explodes. The pleasure overwhelms you, making you squirm, moaning, toes curling in the water. Camilla's hands lights down Lily's chest between her breasts and then lower, her hands between both of your thighs. Lily gasps, writhing, and you kiss her even as your body floods with pleasure. That's... oh my god. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Beg for it. Please. I need it. Fingers move faster, harder. The world throbs at the edge of your vision, your whole body burning. Louder. Please. Lily's hands cup your breasts as her lips hungrily find yours. Camilla grins and presses in. The sensation is so overwhelming, so powerful, you almost black out. Later, the three of you tread water together, limbs entangled, panting hands, and gently caressing each other's skin. Wow. That was the hardest I have ever... okay. You kiss her and then Camilla and wrap an arm around each other, holding them close. We should probably rejoin the others. Yeah, probably. Gaze them each one more time before following them back out of the cave and towards the beach. Female scene seemed more detailed. We found the part, so we should head back. Yeah, okay. We swim back to shore and get dressed, reluctantly leaving the cave behind. Let's go get our ship up and running. Indeed. Once everyone returns to the beach with the correct part, Adrian begins to work on the ship. That doesn't go there. Adrian's eyebrows twitches, but he says nothing and continues to work silently. Gaius folds his arms and observes. It'll be easy if you take off that part before installing the new one. I don't need your commentary. I'm just saying it'll go faster that way. The faster it gets done, the faster we can leave this island. And why the hell do you care? Because Gaius exhales sharply. I want to help. Adrian presses his lips together unhappily. He reluctantly sighs and steps back. Fine. Together the two of them work on the ship, while the rest of you follow their orders, getting it as close to working condition as possible. There. I think this should work. You think or you know? I know, I just... Get on the damn ship, Gaius! It takes a couple of tries, but eventually the ship's motor whirs to life. So long, terrible Death Island. I won't miss you at all. Hey, wait, hey. We'll miss the cave. Yeah, good riddance to cursed places. But at least we got what we came for. Everyone glances at the sheathed dagger at your waist. You can feel Demetrius' power like an aura around him. It's still so hard to take in. As the others watch the island fade away, a general air of weariness falls over everyone. Well, come a long way, haven't we? We still have far to go. One final battle to determine everything. But we're armed now. We have a plan. Even then, it might not be enough. One way or another, it'll all end soon. Well, look on the bright side. Lidley's right. We have the one weapon in the world that can put an end to Rhea. We're ready for this. Yeah, we'll totally kick her ass. I really hope you're right. But Demetrius' words echo in your ear. Cherish the time you have left. And you feel a sharp chill. Everyone lingers above deck until the island disappears completely. Then one by one they head off to find a place to sleep. The only one who stays behind is Gaius. He watches the lightning sky, lost in thought. Gaius? He blinks and looks at you, his eyes distant, haunted, heart-achingly sad. Amy, it's you. He shakes his head, breathing deep, and turns away. This is a chance to have an emotional conversation with Gaius to learn what he's really gone through and help determine his fate. Stay up with Gaius. You move to sit beside him, making him frown in confusion. What are you doing? Nothing. I just thought... I don't know, okay? Anything could happen once we get back to New York. I might as well try to talk to you before we face Rhea. Make sure you're still up for this and not gonna turn on us at the last second. Gaius scoffs. Of course I am. After what I learned. That she... His voice grows thin and he trails off glaring, but there's no hatred on his face. Only grief. Why are you talking to me? Because you looked sad. He shakes his head in disbelief. Amy, I did terrible things to you. I abducted you, raided your mind, tortured your friends. I killed you. And you want to talk to me because I look sad. You did all that, yeah, but you also saved my life. You fought to protect us. There are moments when you look like your old self, angry, cruel, dangerous, but there are also other moments, like now, when you look so different, vulnerable, scared, broken. Who are you, Gaius? Really? Gaius lets out a laugh, running his hands through his hair. Want the truth, Amy? I don't even know. Because of Rhea's brainwashing? Brainwashing. I don't even know if I'd call it that. I still don't fully understand what she did. She changed her personality, but you're saying that you still made all those choices? If you were her puppet, then you couldn't have.
A puppet has no free will. I did. I just...
He exhaled sharply.
Have you ever had a bad day? I don't mean a bad day or a day that was bad. I mean a day when you were bad, when you were cruel, short-tempered, when you lashed out at those you loved. When you woke up the next morning and thought, God, how could I have done those things?
You know, remembering your mother's tears. Yeah.
And yet, it still was you, wasn't it? The person who acted that way, the person who was cruel.
Yeah.
Rhea didn't make me a puppet. She made me the worst version of myself. She trapped me at my lowest, cruelest point for 3,000 years. She needed me as a soldier, a killer, so she cut off my capacity to be anything else. Dino even tried to warn me, but I wouldn't listen. As if my mind were a fortress that couldn't be breached. But I couldn't. I could have fought harder against it. I should have if I had.
Gaius. This is tough. Yes, you should have. Maybe part of you wanted to be brainwashed, to have an excuse to do terrible things. Maybe you let her in because it's what you really wanted.
Yes, perhaps you're right. I'll never know now.
The two of you were silent for a few minutes, watching the stars start to disappear.
I've lived for so long, driven my purpose to serve Rhea, punish Zeno, to create a world for our kind. That purpose gave me clarity, gave me meaning. I was a soldier, a butcher. There was nothing I wouldn't do for her. No atrocity I wouldn't commit. Nothing could stand between me and the cause. And as awful and dark and monstrous as those years were, they were simpler. Because I had purpose. Because I had cause. Now all I have is killing Rhea. And then when that's done, I'll have nothing left.
That's why you're ready to die. Because you're terrified of having nothing to live for.
There will be nothing to live for.
I think you're wrong. I know it sounds impossible, but I think you can find something out there worth living for.
Even if that were true, would I deserve it?
I don't know. Gaius cranes his head up at the night sky. His eyes sparkle with tears.
Do you know what the worst part is? Not that she manipulated me. Not that she forced me to be her monster. It's that she never loved me. Somehow, that still hurts. Pathetic.
Carefully, you step forward and give him a hug. He tenses.
Why?
Because you need to be reminded that kindness and decency still exist, even if you long forgot them. He reached down and squeezed his hand. Good night, Gaius.
Good night, Amy.
You turn to your cabin door, but as you open it, Gaius speaks again.
If we'd met in another life, I think things could have been different.
Yeah. In another life. And then you step into the cabin and leave Gaius alone to the night. Your ship makes it barely to a small Polynesian island. After one flight on a rickety prop plane and a layover in Peru, you and the group arrive back in New York City. You all descend from the plane, gazing out at the skyline of the city just beyond the private airfield. We made it. We're home.
And we're gonna take it back for good.
Small rant incoming. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, and if you'd like to support me and my content. Without further ado, let's begin this small rant. I understand, guys. I do. Oh, I look at it this way. When people are abused, right, and they are victimized, for instance, myself, psychologically and from a scientific perspective, there is a chance that those people will become the person that did that to them. It's, you can ask any psychologist, it's very true. So, at least a good third to a half of people become like that. Gaius is one of those people. You know, he not just was corrupted from the outside, but corrupted from the inside. That is how you have to look at it. I'm not one for villain restoration stories, though I do like seeing a good villain every once in a while, and Gaius was a good villain. That is one of the reasons why I'm letting this happen and giving him a chance. Because of what happened to him, and how I myself could have turned that away. Had it not been for one singular individual in my life that gave me a chance, that let me know it was okay, that put her arms around me, and showed me the kindness that humans, all of you, are capable of. Whereas everyone had done unspeakable things to me. With that being said, that's why I'm okay with Gaius going through this route. And I'm okay with what happened. I guess that's all I'll leave for now. Trying not to get emotional, because I feel like if I delve deeper into this, I will go horrifically insane. Or, you know, deeper down this well. And start getting really emotional. Anyway. I also would like to say about the thing from Demetrius. Yes. What he said is true. You should cherish the time you have left. Each and every one of you watching, I want to thank you for being here. I cherish each and every single one of you viewing these videos. Each and every one of you who leaves a comment, a like, or whatnot. It keeps me going. But my message here is for you. Cherish those that are near you. Because today may be your last day with them. They may go, or you may go. You may think you're in perfect health now, but those around you may not be. And even while in perfect health, well, I once thought that too. That I would do great things, and I would live to be in ripe old age. And you learn quickly that's not always the case. Anything and everything can happen to you. So, without further ado, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.